show. You know you're up when you hear that Roll Tide roll. Roll Tide roll. You can talk bacon grease, you can talk geese, you can talk about the way things used to be. And if you get lucky, you might even talk to Freddie. Talk Congress, crime and cruise ship celibacy, entertainment districts. Talk politics, just leave his mama out of this.
You leave my mama out of this.
It's crushing Ronald Reagan, and don't y'all forget to pray. A celebrity Bible verse to start your day.
Lord have mercy. Read your Bible.
Giant moon pies and ugly ties and ill-named football bowls. Be sure you end your call with Roll Tide roll.
Roll Tide roll.
You can talk bacon grease, you can talk geese, you can talk about the way things ought to be. And if you get lucky, you might even talk to Freddie. Talk Congress, crime and cruise ship celibacy, entertainment districts. Talk politics, just leave his mama out of this.
Mama out of this. It's horrible.
Let's talk about the Constitution.
I'm uncomfortable being called baby.
Just don't talk about prostitution or sex.
Quit. Cut that out.
Testosterone.
Don't send me things to click.
You can talk football, baseball, and eating meat, tea parties and bringing up children. You can talk city streets, deadbeats, and the way things probably ain't never gonna be. Talk politics, just leave his mama out of this.
What's the matter with you people?
Talk politics, just leave his mama out of this.
Making songs about my mama. Leave my mama out of this now.
Come ride a little train going down the track at the junction. Woo, woo! Petticoat Junction. There's old Uncle Joe moving kind of slow at the junction. Woo, woo! Petticoat Junction. I will return.
Message deleted. Press.
From the Spring Hill Toyota Traffic Center.
And we're still seeing some congestion after an accident was cleared westbound on Highway 90 at the Cochrane Causeway. Also, the exit ramp south on I-110 to Fairfield Drive is partially blocked due to an accident. And in Chipley, we've got an accident with road blockage, Douglas Ferry Road at Highway 277. With Time Saver Traffic, I'm Lisa Bakke.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and we sell custom blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices. Our blinds are handcrafted to fit your windows, and if they don't, for any reason, we'll remake them for free. Your satisfaction is always guaranteed at Blindster.com.
If you see traffic trouble, call the Acadian Windows traffic tip line at pound 250, keyword total traffic when prompted. Acadian Windows, your hurricane protection specialists.
The Uncle Henry Show, weekday afternoons from 5 till 7.
Do you know what's wrong with you mobilians? You mobilians, you don't know how to think. You think only one way. That's one of the reasons why the city of Mobile is going down. Now, go outside and pick up the trash out your yard.
Message deleted. Press 4.
This is the Uncle Henry Show. Uncle Henry Show here on News Radio 710 WNTM. Thank you so much. I appreciate very much you listening to the Uncle Henry Show. I really do. I appreciate having this job. The paycheck, very important. It remains quite important. And also, if I were just talking and you weren't listening, then it would be very odd. I know it already is odd, but it'd be weirder if I were just standing here talking. Here we are together once again, me and you, trying to figure out what is going on. What is going on in the world around us? In fact, you know, they had that big vote yesterday to release all them Epstein files. Have you seen any news about any really powerful people fleeing the country or anything? Or going on a vacation to like Antarctica or something? Have you seen that? So far, I've been watching. So far, I haven't seen anybody flee. So anyway, still waiting on that. Still waiting on that. I ain't going to hold my breath. As I said, here we are together. 251-479-2723 is the telephone number if you'd like to call the Uncle Henry Show and bring something forward. 251-479-2723. That's 251-479-2723. Email address unclehenry@iheartmedia.com. Before I get into any news items or anything like that, I played a voicemail from a guy who was talking about picking up trash. Saying, get out and pick up trash out of your yard. He was telling that to Mobilians. Many of us have noticed through the years that Mobile has a slight litter issue. Just a little bit of a litter issue with people throwing stuff out of their vehicles and things like that. I do want to tell you, though, I had a really delightful litter encounter last week with my dog. I was walking my dog through the streets of Midtown Mobile. We were walking along, and then my dog stopped and got real excited, really happy. My dog was just so happy. My dog had found where somebody had thrown a chicken wing out of their car. Yeah, a chicken. My dog, I tell you what, my dog loved that litter. Oh, my dog was so excited with that chicken wing out there. Now, I wasn't real happy with it because you're not supposed to give dogs chicken bones, but at that point, there was not much I could do about it. So we kept walking along through the streets of the city of Mobile, a wholesome walking of the dog. I'd say about 3 or 4 blocks down the road, there's another chicken wing. There was another chicken wing. My dog was checking to see if the dog thought it might had passed on and gone to dog heaven. No, it was the reality of living in Mobile. The quality of the litter had really jumped dramatically for the dog. From the dog's perspective, this was just really some of the best litter in its life. So the dog got a hold of another chicken wing. Went about four more blocks. There's another one. It was like Hansel and Gretel. It made me, I think Hansel and Gretel, if I remember correctly from all those many decades ago, I think they left breadcrumbs as a trail in the woods, Hansel and Gretel. This was, I guess, a modern-day Hansel and Gretel, driving through the streets of Mobile and every now and again throwing a chicken wing out the window. It made me wonder if they were doing it to try and find their way home. You know, a lot of us use GPS, Google Maps, stuff like that. This might have been somebody of a lower income that didn't have that. Maybe they were using their litter to find their way back home. I don't know. But anyway, had a wonderful litter experience, at least from the dog's perspective. 251-479-2723, the telephone number here. Hello, caller.
Hello, Henry.
Yes, you are live on the radio.
Yes, sir. I just want to talk about these Alabama car tags a little bit here.
Oh, please do.
You know, I've always wanted. I've always gotten a "In God Trust, We Trust,"
right?
God Bless America tags, but they're all starting off with AOC. That's kind of an oxymoron. They don't go together.
Yeah.
I just wonder if anybody else has noticed that, or we got that many Democrats that are buying these ORC tags.
I've noticed it. Yes, I noticed it as well. I don't have a good explanation for you. You did. Oh, you did. You turned it down.
I turned mine down. I mean, I hated it because I like that tag because I do believe in my Lord. But that I'm not going to put an AOC tag on my car.
Now, have you ever bought a vanity tag?
No, I won't give the government any more money than what I have to.
Now, see, I like your attitude about that. I feel the same way about that.
I don't have to have that. I have no vanity. But I just want to bring it up to your attention. I don't know if anybody else has noticed it or not, but I tell you, these 2000 bicentennial tags are pretty nice. They're pretty plain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care for the colored ones too much. That's all different color, beach colored, and just don't go with my car.
Right.
But I just want to bring that up because I kind of see all these AOC. I don't know what our people that are coming in from out of town are thinking, but I just thought I'd bring it to your attention.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate you bringing that up. You have a good day, too. In fact, I got into a discussion with somebody younger than me because I brought up the topic of vanity tags where people feel like they've got to put their name on their car. You know what I'm talking about. And the younger person, they got mad at me for using the term vanity plate. They thought, oh, well, no, that's not vanity. It's not ego. It's self-expression. Yes, it's self-expression. It's not vanity. They got mad because I used the term vanity plate. So just letting you know, there's a shift with the young. And instead of feeling like it is egotistical, I've got to have my name or some type of special message on my car. No, it's not considered ego or vanity anymore. Now to the young, it's important. It's self-expression. In fact, they may think there's something wrong with me and the last guy because we don't want to spend the extra cash. Have some special message or a name on the tag. All right, there's more to get to. The Uncle Henry Show will continue after the break.
Time saver traffic from the Main Street Flooring and Design Traffic Center.
If you're traveling north on Highway 31 from Spanish Fort to Highway 59, it's a 15-minute drive. An accident was cleared westbound on the Cochrane Causeway on Highway 90. You're traveling east on the Bayway from I-65 to the Eastern Shore. It's a 15-minute drive. With Time Saver Traffic, I'm Lisa Bakke.
This report is sponsored.
If there's anybody watching on YouTube, hello to you. Thank you for looking in on the program on YouTube. I have not yet brought YouTube up on my beautiful desktop. Oh, and I see I've already received a voicemail. Instead of somebody calling in live, they've left me a message. All right, well. I will get to that voicemail in the next segment of the show. Again, still haven't brought up YouTube yet. I will in a moment to check in and see if anybody's really watching. First, though, I'm sharing the YouTube link on Facebook just for the poor, pitiful people that are still on the Facebook. There. Now, let me go to YouTube and see who you are and what you're up to. And there, I see we have a small number of people looking. Hello to Excalibur Iron Force KP of shirtbutter.com, Larry Morting, Bama Big Man, JD. JD, they are giving away tickets online. We're not doing any on-air contests for Shenandoah. I'll provide the link here if you will accept the link to the KSJ contest. In fact, right now, KSJ is giving away tickets to lots and lots of concerts online. online. Let me see here. Here we go to JD. There is a link there in the comments section here on YouTube to the 95 KSJ contest for the Shenandoah tickets. Tickets go on sale Friday through Ticketmaster for Shenandoah. That show is in March at the Sanger in downtown Mobile. Thank you, JD, for having interest in Shenandoah. Timmy Watkins, hello to you, and the Moon Fairy. Moon Fairy, yes, country and western from like 1990. I'm not real familiar. I know they had some, I think they won a Grammy, I think they had some like 5 or 6 number ones and other songs, known for harmonies. Excalibur, Iron Force, I agree. Now, there's going to be a lot of resurfacing, allegedly, this year. The city council meeting yesterday, the council members all talked about resurfacing projects in their council districts. District 4, Ben Reynolds District, going to have the most paving money and paving done, followed by District 6 with Josh Woods. I think they are tops for resurfacing coming up this year. Even though it is Midtown, it is, well, there's needs all over the city of Mobile, but I would say east of I-65 could use a little pothole intervention. Bill O'Dell.
Custom-made window coverings at guaranteed low prices with a team of pros ready to help you every step of the way. Blindster.com.
This is the Uncle Henry Show on News Radio 710 WNTM.
The Uncle Henry Show continuing here on News Radio 710 WNTM. It's 5:20. News headlines are coming up in 10 minutes. Telephone number is 251-479-2723. That's 251-479-2723. Email address unclehenry@iheartmedia.com. Hello, caller.
Uncle Henry.
Yes, sir.
Well, this is Traffic Steve, buddy. I ain't talked to you in a while.
Traffic Steve, you are live on the radio, Traffic Steve. How is the traffic?
Well, the traffic's pretty good because I'm over here in Mobile, I guess, so far. I was traveling all the way over to Daphne every day, but for 8 years. But I just, the vanity tag thing kind of got me a little bit. And I thought, I just started thinking about something real quick.
Okay.
I listen to you today still. But you know Mac Davis.
Mac who?
Mac Davis.
Mac Davis, the singer, he very very famous in the 70s.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That song came to my mind. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way.
Yes.
That song right there is the vanity tag song. Right there, Uncle Henry. Go ahead and patch it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you think about it. That's a good song, funny song, but the tag thing was great. And I know you said that some people were getting aggravated when you calling it a vanity tag, but it is a vanity tag.
You know, Traffic Steve, God bless you for bringing up Mac Davis. There is somebody that just does not get the attention that he has deserved for his incredible career of songwriting. I don't know why there's not more Mac Davis material out there. I hope someday somebody does a Mac Davis movie.
Well, anybody that knows some good music, if they listen to some Mac Davis, just listen to him. They will get very much entertained.
Yes,
That's
they
for
will.
sure.
Yes, they will.
And and Ricky Barnes will know that too as well. Him and his daddy. Yes, sir.
Oh, really? Okay. Absolutely.
Yeah, I like to see Ricky again, but I guess he's doing fine. But I also want to do a shout out to him. Old Ricky, if he's listening to me, Steve Lowe said hello, brother.
Very good.
All right, my friend. You go take care of business, and I appreciate it, but I'm still listening to you every single day, my friend.
Well, I appreciate that very much, Traffic Steve.
All right, buddy.
There he goes, Traffic Steve, keeping us informed, even though he didn't mention traffic in the last phone call. Mac Davis, by the way, many wonderful songs like the one that Traffic Steve mentioned, but the song "Baby Don't Get Hooked on Me," very powerful song that probably would not work in modern times, but still great music from Mac Davis. 251-479-2723, the telephone number. Hello, caller.
Hey, Uncle Henry, this is Nick Matranga, the license commissioner.
The license commissioner, Nick Matranga. What's going on, Nick Matranga?
Well, I was listening to one of your listeners there and talk about the AOC plates and da-da-da-da and all that. Those plates are printed out up in Montgomery at the prison, well, at one of the prisons, and they're just a random bunch of numbers that are just out there. There's no political thing to them at all. All of us throughout the state got shipped pallets of these things, and now I'm working on AODs. Now they'll go back probably something like the AOE, so it's just a sequential number. So there's no scheme behind any of that stuff.
All right, but did anybody mention that to you? Did you have people asking you, hey, why does it say AOC?
Day one, I got 1,000 phone calls. Yes, sir.
All right, well, then I bet you were just so happy to see the AODs.
Oh, very much so. But if you want to change plates, come on in. You pay a little extra money. You can change plates if you really want to get rid of that AOC, that kind of thing, or get yourself a personalized plate, or some people call it actually a vanity plate, I've heard.
Yes.
So,
all right. Well, hey, Nick Matranga, you need to come in here one day soon. I know that listeners would love to hear a lengthy discussion on car tags.
Oh, my gosh. That's why I got 92 people to help me out here with it.
All right.
So anyway, yes, I will, sir. I will be glad to one time. I'll give you a call. We'll arrange it.
All right. Well, thank you, Nick Matranga. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You take care.
You too. There he goes, Nick Matranga, the license commissioner. Well, now, so they had to use all the AOCs, and now they're on the AODs. Very good. Hello, caller.
Hey, Uncle Henry, how you doing? Navco Bill.
Navco Bill, you are live on the radio.
Well, that's great. You have the license commissioner calling in and answering those questions for us. My question would be, instead of trading the tag in, could we get a translucent sort of red circle with a line through it and just apply that over the AOC on the tag?
Now, see, that would be even more fun, wouldn't it?
That sure would. Yeah, I've been seeing that all over town. Just glad I ain't got one.
Well, and think that. See, I didn't realize that it came out of the prison. I didn't realize. I guess I should have remembered that all these years. So prisoners were putting together the AOC plates for us.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't realize we did that in Alabama. I think some states do and some don't. But as far as getting tags made. Oh, hey, there's one other thing I was wanting to mention to you about the SNAP program.
Yes.
That, has been in the news with the shutdown and all that crazy stuff. Well, Sunday night, now, I've been panhandled a time or two in my life, and Sunday night, I got panhandled in a way I've never been panhandled before. I got out of my truck at the local convenience store, and a fella hollered over to me, "Hey, man, you going in to get some groceries?" And it kind of took me by surprise. I was like, huh, what? Looking around, like talking to me, Anyway, this fellow was about 6 foot. I'm 6 foot. And I might be 220, 230. This guy was easily 325. and a lot of nice jewelry.
Yeah.
And before I could answer, he said, "Hey, I'm just trying to get some money for some cigarettes. If you need some groceries, I'll get them for you for some cash." And I was floored. I was like, nope, not getting any groceries. So I went on in, took care of business, came out. And then I got to thinking about it in my car, too. Like, I don't even carry cash hardly anymore. So couldn't have helped him out if I wanted to. But so the SNAP folks, yeah, they need anybody getting SNAP or, involved in any of these free programs. Department of Human Services needs to check up on these folks on a regular basis and make sure, number one, they're not a scammer and that they're deserving of it. And two, cut the list way, way down. Too many people abusing the system.
Yeah, I mean, we want the people who really need it to get it, and we don't want somebody to use it to somehow trade for cigarettes. I mean,
yeah,
you've given a perfect example of why we might want to check it out and double check, just make sure everybody deserves it. Hey, I got to go into the break, but thank you for your call, Navco Bill.
Have a good one, Uncle Henry.
You too. All right, we have news headlines coming up, and then more Uncle Henry's show after the news break.
From the Spring Hill Toyota Traffic Center.
Very heavy congestion developing on I-65 northbound. If you're traveling up toward Bay Minette, watch for an accident approaching Highway 225. And we also have some slowing near the Bankhead Tunnel east on Highway 98 from Government to I-10. It's a 3-minute drive. On Highway 31 north from Spanish Fort to Highway 59, it's a 20-minute drive. With Time Saver Traffic, I'm Lisa Baque.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows that saving is always top of mind, especially this season. Shop early Black Friday deals like select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees starting at $59.98. Because it's basically Christmas, right? Lowe's, we help you save. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
Hello, I'm Cameron Taylor with Fox 10 News. According to Eric Petway, Chief of Police with Mount Vernon, he was fired this morning. He said the town did not give a reason. Mount Vernon Mayor Eric People says Petway was not fired, but he and the town council came to an agreement to go in a different direction. It comes 3 weeks after Fox 10 broke the story about leaked body camera and surveillance video showing an officer tasing, pepper spraying, and dragging a handcuffed man on May 10th of this year. Now, the mayor says the incident is still being investigated, and the officer is still on the job. We have more details about this on our website, fox10tv.com. New details about the man accused of shooting his neighbor in Baldwin County. Investigators say Herbert Kilcrease opened fire after the neighbor turned off the hot water while Kilcrease was showering at the neighbor's house. It happened on Dixon Road in the Crossroads community. Authorities say the victim is expected to live. The Baldwin County Sheriff's Office says Kilcrease has been charged with second-degree assault. Deputies say Kilcrease admitted to shooting, but said he was just trying to scare the victim and did not intend to hit him. Gulf Shores International.
By the way, I was in the Crossroads community Sunday. I did not notice any fighting over showers.
Gulf Shores International is investing in its facilities. Airport officials say a $15 million terminal expansion could accommodate 2 simultaneous aircraft operations. Groundbreaking could happen next summer, and the expansion might be done by May of 2027. I'm Cameron Taylor with Fox 10 News.
This is News Radio 710 WNTM.
Fox News, I'm John Saucier. House and Senate lawmakers cast a nearly unanimous vote calling on the Department of Justice to release its documents on Jeffrey Epstein. Senate Majority Leader John Thune talked about why he believes so many lawmakers were in favor of this.
The clear intent was, in both the House and the Senate, and the bill now that, I don't know if the President signed it yet or not, but is to get the information out there.
The bill is awaiting President Trump's signature. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer crediting his party for driving this movement.
Americans wanted to see the truth. Let's be clear, though, this wouldn't have happened without Democrats.
Federal prosecutors have charged a man with committing a terror attack for allegedly setting a woman on fire on a Chicago train. Lawrence Reed allegedly approached the woman as she sat with her back to him, doused her with what was believed to be gasoline that set her on fire, according to an affidavit. The federal charge carries a maximum penalty of life in prison. America's listening to Fox News.
All right. YouTube viewers. Going to be back on the radio here in less than 3 minutes with more Uncle Henry's Show. Chuck Schumer telling us that the Epstein files would not be released without the Democrats. I saw the stat today that in his years of political contributions, Epstein gave, it was 89% of his political contributions went to Democrats. Still wonder, do you think we'll ever really learn anything about this? I'm now more skeptical than ever before now that they've passed it. Would they all vote for it the way they did if anything in there was going to really upset the apple cart? Now, let me see. Let me look on YouTube and see if you're there. I do have some weird news for you. I have more weird news out of Japan about bear attacks. All right, let me see. Now, somehow I've gone to my YouTube channel and I'm seeing an old Uncle Henry show from several weeks ago. Hello to Jerry Atrick. USG wife. Thank you all for looking in. Ben Griffin, the young Ben Griffin. Thank you all for looking in on the program. Let me see if I have time. No, I don't have time to tell you about the bear, the more bear news out of Japan. I'll get to that in the next break.
Rocks.net. We're just going to dole out some hard, uncomfortable truths around here.
It's Jesse Kelly.
Okami Destroyer Supreme.
Weeknights at 7 on News Radio 710, WNTM.
This is the Uncle Henry Show. It's 5:35. Telephone number 251-479-2723. That's 251-479-2723. Email address unclehenry@iheartmedia.com. Hello, caller.
Hey, Uncle Henry.
Cliff, you are live on the radio.
Uncle Henry, had you noticed, I'm slowing down in my old age, but had you noticed that seems like to me the Democrat Party just gave up and just started lying about everything? There used to be some things, but it was mostly wrong anyway, but they just gave up and started lying, just lying about everything.
Now, do you think this is new or what makes you think they're lying more now than before?
Okay, right in your face, right during the time that the people need food, and they get mad because you give the people food and tell the people that it was Trump that was trying to stop them from giving the food, but we shouldn't have let him do it, but we allowed him to. So we just gave up and let him do it because we shut the border and we could have kept it. We could have kept the government closed if we'd wanted to. But hey, we just decided to give up.
Okay.
Right in your face, they're telling you they'll let you starve, and then they'll tell you right after they tell you they let you starve again, which was weird. Okay, it's Trump's fault. Other times they cover themselves where you won't know it's really them, but it's really them in the first place.
Well, now I see what you mean, Cliff. Yes, and I don't have they. Is that going to be the new way going forward?
Well, I'll say this again. My uncle and them, my daddy died early, but my uncle and them, they raised me, and my mother, Sergeant Lynch, used to always say she didn't raise no fool. If you get that way, you get that way on your own. Well, they said a long time ago, because they were from up north, said, you remember the Democrat Party and the left is going to start telling you crap that even a real damn fool will have a hard time believing, but some of you damn fools going to believe it? Uncle Henry?
Yes.
I didn't know it was that many stupid people in the world. You lied to me in my face when back in the day, the thing was we'll tinkle on your foot and tell you it's raining.
Right.
Now my people tell you they'll pee all over you and tell you we don't care if you know it. You're still gonna vote for it. Be up there, again.
Thank you, Cliff. Thank you very much for your phone call. And in terms of all that, you're talking about people being dumb enough to believe it. Is it possible that some of us want to be lied to? That some of us are more comfortable being lied to because the truth is too much for some of us. I think it may be that. That may be one aspect of this these days, Cliff, because people, I know you've noticed, you say you're getting older, maybe slowing down. I know you've noticed that people are now more concerned about their feelings than ever before. So maybe some people that they don't care that they're being lied to as long as the lie makes them feel good. 251-479-2723, the telephone number. That's 251-479-2723. Email address, unclehenry@iheartmedia.com. I talked earlier in this hour, the first segment of the show, I just had a brief comment about some litter. About my dog having a wonderful litter experience. Just really, because the litter was chicken wings. And my dog just loved the litter that we found last week as we were walking through Midtown Mobile. Now, I did get a voicemail on the topic. At least I think I did. Let me see. Let me check this voicemail. This came in. This voicemail was phoned in during the first segment of today's Uncle Henry Show.
Hey, it's Pat Nelly. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Hey, listen. I'm listening to you on the way home on AM radio. I love listening on AM radio.
Me too.
But anyway, the beginning of your show triggered me about them chicken bones. I live over here behind the studio, and we get these people that throw their dirty diapers out. I've told you before, they throw their dirty diapers and chicken bones out in my yard and in my driveway.
Now I'm pausing there. I don't know where the rest of this goes, but so people are throwing dirty diapers and chicken bones in your driveway and in your front yard where you live in Midtown near here. Pat Nelly, I don't know a lot about your life, but this would be something I would be interested if you would have like a social media account, like an Instagram account or something where you just had daily pictures of what is thrown in your yard. I would follow that. I would follow the Pat Nelly yard account just to see, did you get a new diaper today? Did you get chicken bones today? Was it just liquor bottles today? Just think about it. Wouldn't it just go out, take a picture, upload it to Instagram or whatever the social media thing is, and then who knows, you could have a couple of thousand people wanting to see what's thrown in your yard every day. All right, let me go back to the voicemail because Pat Nelly was not finished. He was telling us about dirty diapers and chicken bones being thrown in his front yard.
I've told you before, they throw their dirty diapers and chicken bones out in my yard and in my driveway. Can you do me a favor, Unc? Will you bring your little fur babies over on my street and walk them? I'll pick up the dirty diapers, but maybe they could help me with the rest of it, Unc. I'm getting old. Anyway, it's just a thought. If you could help a brother out, I'd appreciate it. I hope you have a great afternoon. And roll tide.
Roll tide, roll. Pat and Ellie, thank you for your voicemail. Voicemail number is 251-216-1976. That's 251-216-1976 to leave a message for the Uncle Henry Show. Now, I don't know that I want to bring my dogs over to walk your street. No offense to you and your street, but you're a little out of our range. The longest dog walk Sunday I walked the dog for about 2 miles. So I don't know if you're if you're in the radius or not. But it does sound like you're getting a little bit better litter. Now the diaper, nobody wants that. But if you're getting the chicken, but we don't get a lot of chicken bones in my part of Midtown. The most litter are alcoholic beverage containers, liquor bottles of all sizes, beer cans of all sizes, that kind of stuff. It's mostly, in my neighborhood, it's mostly people who have had a cocktail. Maybe I don't know if they're having a pre-dinner cocktail or if they've had dinner and they're just riding around to settle their stomach or what, but they're having cocktails as they ride around, they're throwing it out the car. So that is the litter component in my neighborhood. We rarely get the chicken bones, rarely get the dirty diapers. All right, let's see. Oh, got to take a quick time out. We got traffic, we got weather, words from our sponsors, and then more Uncle Henry Show to come here on News Radio 710 WNTM. I want to remind you that if you want to listen back to previous shows, you can listen to those as a podcast. The Uncle Henry Show is available as a podcast on the iHeartRadio app or at newsradio710.com. You can listen to the Sheriff Birch Show from Monday. 68-year-old Chris of Loxley, he says last Friday's show was the best of the year. All of that and more available on the iHeartRadio app. Look for Uncle Henry's Show.
Time saver traffic from the Main Street Flooring and Design Traffic Center.
Very heavy congestion developing on I-65 northbound. If you're traveling up toward Bay Minette, watch for an accident approaching Highway 225. And we also have some slowing near the Bankhead Tunnel east on Highway 98 from Government to I-10. It's a 3.
YouTube viewers, thank you for looking at the Uncle Henry Show. Let me do a quick verification to see that there's still anybody watching. I see there's a small number of people looking in. Thank you for looking. Richard Harvey made it. Very crafty. And Chuck bringing his maturity and his common sense to the chat. Now let me see. Let me see what I can tell you about it. I told you that I've told you previously that they've had so many bear attacks in North Japan that they deployed the military recently to North Japan to deal with these bears. They also, what was the other story I had for you last week? There was a story last week where they had instructions for children, school children. They told them to carry those empty plastic water bottles because they say that the sound of the crinkling bottle upsets the bears. Well, there's an update. Let me find the update on the bear stories. Let me find it for you real quick. It was in the weird news file today. Okay, here's an update on the bear situation in Japan. There's a Japanese company that, because of the record number of bear incidents, and they've had a lot of people die from bear attacks in Japan this year, a Japanese company is now selling bear attack shelters. The shelter is called the Kumakan, which translates to bear container. And it's a redesigned shipping container strong enough to withstand bear attacks for up to 3 days. Now, the situation has gotten to the point that the Japanese government says that mail delivery could be disrupted due to bear incidents. Now, the Kumakan bear container was developed by a company called Jikaon, working with Tokyo University of Science. They say it can handle the bite force of a brown bear and withstand over 192 tons of force from a charging bear. And the shelter comes equipped with everything needed for a 3-day bear siege. But critics are questioning how smart is this, because you'd need to be near it when you're being attacked. It's not portable. It's not funny, but it is weird. I want to get the stats, though, on how many people have been attacked. It's the bear shelter is going to be offered in 3 different sizes. The largest would be for 12 people. So what are you going to put one outside? And then if a bear is sighted, you're going to get the like a tornado shelter, a storm shelter? Aren't they going to go into hibernation soon? Let's see. Here's a related story. Package delivery in Japan may be delayed due to bear risks. I'm trying to find the number. These news stories are claiming it's becoming a top issue in Japan. This is the Uncle Henry Show on News Radio 710 WNTM. News headlines coming up in 10 minutes. Telephone number 251-479-2723. That's 251-479-2723. Email address unclehenry@iheartmedia.com. That's unclehenry@iheartmedia.com. Now, you can also hear me on FM radio. I'm on 95 KSJ. Playing today's hottest country Monday through Friday between 10 and 2. 95 KSJ. Now, tonight on 95 KSJ, starting at 7 o'clock, 95 KSJ is going to broadcast the CMA Awards. The Country Music Association is doing their annual awards ceremony tonight. It's going to be on ABC TV. But if you'd rather listen to it, you can listen to it on 95 KSJ tonight at 7 o'clock. And there are local people that are going to be on it tonight. One of the main reasons I'm bringing it up to you is South Alabama's own the Red Clay Strays. The Red Clay Strays are nominated for the Group of the Year. And they are also, if I understand correctly, the Red Clay Strays are going to perform tonight on the CMA Awards. So if you're a fan of the Red Clay Strays, they're on TV tonight. I don't know when, but sometime between 7 and 9 or so, they're going to be performing on the CMA Awards on ABC TV and on 95 KSJ. Now, speaking of country music, I did get a voicemail on the topic.
And they say if Andrew saw a commercial for the CMT Awards, the
CMA.
Country Music Awards.
Yeah.
Henry, I only recognized one, maybe two of them singers
Yeah.
as actual country music. I don't know what the rest of that garbage was. Henry, it was like hip-hop, pop, with a southern accent. I don't know, Henry, but it was sure as heck ain't my grandpappy's country music or my pawpaw's country music. Well,
Now, and I'm pausing there just to say you are correct. Your grandpappy's country music would be considered oldies. That'd be oldies. And your papa's country music would also be considered oldies.
Let me tell you this, Henry. I did not recognize any names except for the Lainey Wilson girl.
Yeah.
But, and that, one other feller I recognized his name, but his name escapes me, but he was more of a country music singer. But, Henry, I don't know any of them hardly at all, Henry. Henry, I am officially out of it. I am completely ignorant of modern culture. And let me tell you, Henry, rather nice.
It is.
The good thing, probably the only good thing about all this technological devices that we've got is I do not have to be subjected to what the major networks want me to be subjected to.
Yes.
You know, Henry, I can listen to my pawpaw's kind of country music all day and all night if I want to.
That's right.
I don't have to listen to no daggum to Boozy Woozies or whatever he's called, that rapper, country singer, whatever it is.
Shabuzi.
I can listen to old Hank Williams Jr., Merle Haggard, and Johnny Cash.
Right.
On my own playlist.
Yes.
But, Henry, whenever they did the disgusting MTV Awards, I have lost count of who those people are, probably a couple of decades ago. But, Henry, these Country Music Awards, I got no idea who these people are. Couldn't be happier for it. Anyway, Henry, just an observation. You have a good day.
Buford, thank you very much for your phone call. Yes, I understand exactly what you're talking about. I also am out of touch and I love being out of touch as much as I can be. Now, because I'm on 95 KSJ, they want me to be in touch. And so that kind of, there's a little tension at work that I'm a little out of touch. But yeah, your complaints about modern country music remind me of the complaints I had when the Beatles got here and wrecked all of our music. Because back before the Beatles, you'd turn on the radio and there'd be Chubby Checker and Brenda Lee and Connie Francis and Percy Faith. It was just the Everly Brothers. It was so good. Music was so good. The popular music was so good. And then the Beatles came and they ruined all of it. And then you didn't recognize any of it. And people were doing LSD and all that kind of stuff, singing about octopuses and things. So I know exactly what you're talking about. I hate it when music changes for the next generation, because the next generation always is wrong.
I'm Chad Pergram with the Speaker's Lobby. The hearing before the Senate Commerce Committee was supposed to focus on transportation nominees, but it wound up with Democratic Nevada Senator Jackie Rosen verbally brawling with GOP Ohio Senator Bernie Murray.
YouTube viewers, thank you for looking. There is more show to come, but I'm fixing to turn off the camera. I will be back tomorrow at the regular time. Thank you for looking at the Uncle Henry Show.
driver assistance technologies. Moreno used that to undercut the Democrats' push to mandate the technologies. Rosen said that she doesn't have a car in Washington. In fact, the car that her staff drives her to work in is theirs. Rosen then blasted Moreno, accusing him of spying on fellow senators, and described it as an invasion of privacy for her and her aides. Rosen called Moreno's VIN vendetta, quote, a little creepy. Rosen asked for Moreno to submit the VINs he obtained and what he plans to do with them. She added that Moreno should use his time in more productive ways. With the Speaker's Lobby, Chad Pergram, Fox News.
Jesse Kelly.
The root of the problem is Americans love drugs.
To be or not to be. They're all wasted. Stone.
You know where they don't struggle with drugs? On one of these crappiest country in the world